I'm Anthony Mundy. I'm the Operations Director at Emirates Old Trafford. It was everyone pulling together, really. We first heard about the concert on the Friday before our Cortinas concert the following day. So we had 50,000 Cortinas fans coming on Saturday the 27th of May. On Friday we sort of got wind of what was going on, but it wasn't actually through to the Tuesday that we'd been given the green light. So we had 5 full planning days before the Sunday the 4th of June, which was the concert. And I remember the first meeting I sat in with multi-agency people, police, everyone involved around Manchester that needed to understand what was going on with the event. We had about 50 people in a room, and nobody knew what the hell was happening. It was straight after a bank holiday weekend. And I didn't hear any negative comments at all. Everyone knew we were in this together, and it was just about how we were going to make it happen. And the fact that Manchester United were hosting the Michael Carrick testimonial match on exactly the same day, and we were then bringing 120,000 people to 2 venues, 250 metres apart. It had never been done before. Everyone had to just pull together and just make it happen. It was Manchester as a community genuinely coming together. And I know that's been said a number of times, but I saw it firsthand. And having an unbelievable strong team at Emirates Old Trafford, we were able to make it happen. And I think I was saying to someone earlier that people in our team, and myself included, did things that we never thought we were capable of. We had fantastic support from Man United. Dan Schofield at Man United was instrumental to us sort of making this happen. I think it's worth saying that the Michael Carrick Testimonial Fund agreed to moving their kick-off time, and you think that they've been planning this event for 12 months. 70,000 people coming to their event, and within 30 minutes they'd agreed to move their kick-off time to accommodate our event. So we had to work together as stadiums, and it wasn't just us and Man United working together. The arena, after the arena attack, how the staff at the arena cope with an impossible situation like that, I don't know. But the Etihad Stadium, straight after the attack, was a welfare centre. So this was really the venues of Manchester came together and supported each other. Man United and Emirates Old Trafford had to work very closely together because we're 250 metres apart. We use literally the same street, the same tram stop, the same car parks, the same road network, and we never ever host dual events. The police never allow us to host dual events. Never been done before, but we changed everything we did. There were no plans in place for this, no crowd management plans, there were no transport plans. We created them within a 5-day period, with the support of the police and transport for Greater Manchester, and everyone else, from the local authority that were just there, and we made the thing happen. It was looking back now, I can't believe we actually made it happen. It was this surreal roller coaster that we were all on, but it was 5 days that were probably the most challenging in my career, but the most rewarding as well. So what we had to do, because they were all going to use the same tram stop and the same street. So what we had to do was, when 70,000 people were coming out of Man United, we turned them left. They're not used to doing that, and moved them up to the next tram stop, about a 5-minute walk, and that allowed then the 50,000 spectators that were coming to the One Love Manchester gig to come back up the other way. So we basically diverted them at the top of a road with the support of the police and traffic management and all the rest of it, and we closed the streets around there. And we allowed one set of fans to come in and one set of fans to go out to the next tram stop. And that was something that had never been tried before. We didn't know where the pinch points were going to be. We didn't know if everything would work. We'd never closed all of those streets before. So it was very theoretical, and it was in the planning, it was theoretical in a very short period of time, and it worked absolutely perfectly. There's no reason why we couldn't do that again now. Hopefully we'll have a bit more time to plan it next time. So the Cortinas concert that happened the weekend before, there were police already planned to come to that, and we'd already increased our security levels prior to the attack. because Cortinas fans are a lively bunch, and it was on a bank holiday weekend, so we were always anticipating it being quite a challenging crowd. After the attack, we increased our security provision by about 30%. The police went from 30 to 200 police officers, a number of those armed, undercover, mounted police, vehicle mitigation techniques that they put in place to enable us to have that Cortinas gig. And that almost became the blueprint for the One Love concert. So it was very similar numbers. I think they upped it again because the traffic management changed and the police had to be in different places. But generally the security, both from the venue and from the police, was around that reassurance piece. So it was making people feel that they were in a safe environment. There was a real sort of presence there. It was the last mile piece, so when they got off the tram or got out of the car or off the bus, they saw a uniform, and it really, really worked. We were expecting for the Cortinas gig, a drop off potentially in attendance. We didn't get that at all. There was a real defiance. People, it's a really sort of sobering and somber atmosphere at times, but people just wanted to get on with their lives, and they didn't want to give in to what the terror act was trying to sort of achieve, and they didn't beat Manchester. It worked really well because it was more the reassurance. Everyone was briefed on the basis of being welcoming. It wasn't this sort of standoffish bouncer at a nightclub type of presence. It was there and obvious, but it was open and friendly and discreet. I think there were some images on the TV with stewards and police doing sort of ring a roses with fans and dancing with them, and it really was that type of atmosphere. We had letters from people who had been at the arena and were really nervous about coming to the One Love concert, and they were so complimentary of the stewards because they were getting high fives from them and chatting to them, and people were sharing experiences. And what we did as well is we used a number of the stewards that had worked the arena to come and work at our event as well, because these guys had been through something that would was an impossible situation, and they came and worked. We also had some people that were actually injured in the arena, and they came before. So we did a few tours around the venue just for them to sort of get a feel of the place and see if they wanted to come. So it was about being that high security, but with that sort of real welcoming sort of presence there, because it was a celebration. It was a celebration. It was there to raise money for the victims of the attack, and it achieved all of the goals. It's amazing when you look back to see what we did in such a short period of time, but it genuinely achieved its objectives. It's always been part of our business mix. We were only planning to have one concert this year, though. Yeah, we'll be into our third one in a week or so's time, and we only knew about that one last weekend, so we've got a little bit longer to plan for this. But it is a really important part of our business mix. We are a cricket club. We're an international cricket club, and we've got to protect our outfield and our wicket. And we're just in the throes of completing our new 150-bed Hilton Garden Inn. So we are a multi-use venue, and concerts are just part of that mix. And all the money that we make goes back into our sport. So there are no shareholders. All the profit goes back into the sport, goes back into cricket. Probably from a licensing perspective, but it really is around, it's about what we can fit in that period of cricket, because I'm not sure if you know cricket, but it's a really, really busy calendar. So it's usually sort of that from the end of May till end of June, early July is our window. So and the promoters know that, so we try and cram in what we can in that period. We're lucky we've got lots of car park space around the venue, so as part of our T20 cricket fixtures, we have what we call Friday Night Live. So we'll put on, we always have a stage and we'll have small gigs on. So we do sort of 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people, and we'll have bands, up and coming bands that will be part of that sort of cricket T20 festival sort of environment. So yeah, we've got that. We have that scope as well. So truly, you know, a multi-use venue.